Hello, everybody. As you can see, I'm live, so I'm very lively, which sounds really dumb. But anyway, today I want to talk about spirit people when they come into our atmosphere, on their plane in the physical world, and that. And I'm not sure how many people really understand what a spirit person can actually remember when they come into our atmosphere, and that, like as you know, in the spirit world there is no time, no scheduling, no seasons, none of that stuff. Okay, up there, they have just one solid, or just one permanent event, if I use that term, and that up there, and that's basically it. And that's basically all they need. And that down here, and that we have our seasons and stuff, but because we're so governed by time, okay, that we cannot survive without time, and that's how much we depend on it. Well, when the spirit person comes down and into our atmosphere, and that they do remember the things that they experienced when they were alive. Okay, like for instance, okay, they see a clock, time, a calendar, seasons. That, and if um, if there's any big changes done to your home or anything like that, they might remember. If there's any big changes, they might remember that. It's really hard to say, and that, but yeah. So when they come down here and they and also if they're in the house with you and that, and they look outside, naturally they recognize the seasons. Okay, and the funny part is that they've actually given me symbols for each season, which I think is pretty cool. And that, like, for example, the symbols they gave me was falling leaves, autumn, white on the ground, snow on the ground, winter, um, buds starting to come out, and flowers starting to bloom. Okay, springtime. Okay, or everything is in full bloom, lush green grass, summertime, and that. So basically, it's the symbols that really help us out, as well as help them out to recognize the different seasons. Okay, so when they look outside and they see, falling leaves, okay, they know that it's, fall time. Okay, and usually if there's symbols in your home that they also remember, okay, for instance, they see a tree, a Christmas tree, they know that it's wintertime, okay, Christmas. And then, or if they see leaves hanging from the ceiling or turkey, it must be Thanksgiving time, okay. It's a symbolisms that help them to know what time of the year it is, and that, and usually, like the more symbols that are around the house that represent the time of the year, okay, it's a celebration for you, but it's helping them to recognize and remember, what time of the year it is and all that kind of stuff. And actually, they're also curious as to how you're doing and stuff like that, and if there's been any changes, how you're doing mentally and stuff. Now, when it comes to a spirit person, all the things that we take for granted down here, okay, especially when it comes to our favorite drink, our favorite food, our favorite pastime, and that. Well, whenever a spirit person and that, your aura. Okay, when a spirit person comes within your aura, okay, and let's say if you're eating something that they used to love eating, for example, my father-in-law loved apples. Okay, well, last time I had apple pie. Okay, well, he came in within my right into my aura, and that. And when I was eating the apples, okay, like I get the full effect of the flavor. But with him, and that he only gets just a little bit of the experience of the taste. Okay, but he does get the experience. Okay, he doesn't get the full like I do, but he goes, "Oh, I remember what that tastes like. Oh, I love those things." So they kind of get to experience what they used to, or they get to experience what your experience. So you get the full effect of the experience of the flavor apples, but they only get a bit of it, and that. But to them, hey, a little is better than none, and that. And and for people that for people that used to bake different kind of pies, okay, in memory, okay, let's say the favorite thing to bake was, to bake a pumpkin pie, okay, well, whenever that person's around, because in memory they still doing that, what's the first thing that you experience? The smell of pumpkins. Okay, so it's everything's done in memory and that, but when it comes to different, okay, let's say in life they love to drink alcohol or smoke pipe or whatever, and that, and let's say if you're having a drink and they come within your aura and that, and they will have chance to get a bit of a sample of the taste of it, but also a sample of the effect of it. That they won't get the full like you do, but they get just like eating the apples, and then they get a bit of a taste of what the taste and the effect, what the experience was like, and that, and just like when it comes to smoking a pipe, and that they get the taste as well as the effect, and that smoking the pipe and that. But like I said, the spirit person has to come within your aura in order to get that effect, of the things that what you call life spices, and that all the things that they enjoyed when they're here on the earth plane, but even though they're in spirit, and that they come within your aura, and you're partaking the same thing that they did. Okay, they get a taste of the pleasures and that of the drinking, of the smoking, and that's stuff that they really enjoyed, and because they're getting a chance to experience it again, hey, they're happy, and that. But did you know that you can actually work the other way around? Okay, let's say a person passed away and they were really drunk, okay, and they get really close to you. Well, believe it or not, you can actually take on some of the sensation from them. Okay, you may feel a little disorientated. You might smell the liquor, and that, but most of all, you'll actually experience some of the sensation of intoxication, like disorientation and stuff like that. Okay, well, if the spirit person's close enough, and that you'll take on their memory, and that next thing you know, you feel a little bit disorientation. And of course, if you don't like it, you tell them, okay, back off, please, and that, let my head clear, and that. But yeah, so it's not just us that gets to experience, but they get to experience too, and we can actually, I help them to experience stuff that they remembered, and vice versa, and that's happened so many different times, And that, in fact, there's one episode on Most Haunted where a lady overshadowed Yvette, and Yvette actually felt intoxicated. Okay, and she was like that for just a tiny bit of time until she has a spirit person to back off, and her head cleared up again, and that. But it really affected her, and that, and I thought, see, that's just it. See, when the spirit person comes very, very close to you, you can actually share life's experiences in memory, and that, which I think is kind of cool, and that. But yeah, so like I said, that of all the things that we take for granted, and that when spirit people come down, and they come right with either within your ether or come right in with your aura, and that they not only remember certain things, like seasons, times, some of life spices, and that they not only remember it, but they can actually partake of it a little bit, which I thought was kind of interesting, and that, and of course, it's not really a good thing to allow that experience to linger a long period of time, because don't forget that it takes a lot of energy on the physical person's part and the spirit person's part. It takes a lot of energy to share stuff, whether it's life spices or if it's something related to time or seasons, as it takes communication to share these different things, and the more energy they use, the more energy they use up, and that next thing you know, at the end, you're drained, they're drained. Sure, you're satisfied that you got a chance to interact and you get to share stuff. Same with them, and that it's quite an exciting experience, and that, especially if you got a spirit person that visits you a lot, and you get to share different things, not just time or seasons, but also to share drinks, foods, stuff like that. Especially if your relative enjoys certain foods like apples or turkey or roast beef or stuff like that. Okay, you love eating that stuff, so do they. They come within your aura, and that they actually get a chance to have a taste of those wonderful foods. They go, oh, now I remember what it tastes like. Man, that is good. So you get to share physical and spiritual stuff, which I really enjoy doing, and I know other people have done that as well, and so. Anyway, people, that's one of the benefits of being able to link with spirit, and you have spirit people visit you, is you get to share stuff. Whether it's time, calendar, seasons, food, drink. Like it's really cool that you're able to do stuff like that. So this stream is not based on any groups that I have on Facebook. Okay, I'm hoping to start a group soon in regards to this, but I don't know when. So if you have any questions, or if you have any experiences or any stories that you'd like to share in regards to this, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'd love to read them and see what you experienced, and like I said, my father-in-law loved apples because he grew up on a farm, and when I had the apple pie, and he had a chance to taste the apples a little bit, and he was thrilled, about that, and so yeah. So if you want to share with me in the comments below, and your experiences, your stories, with the things that have happened to you, and I would love to read that and that, and we will get interact some more if you like and stuff like that. So, but like I said, I'm going to if I do get a group going, I'll add that in the description below as well, and that. But for now, if you want to message me on Facebook, fantastic, and that. But if you want to message me here, fantastic. Either way, I love it. Okay, but I'll also be posting this video in all my groups and on Facebook, so you can actually message me that way if you want to. Okay, and the groups that I belong to, I put in the description below as well, and that, and so that way we can interact a little easier in that, either here on Facebook, whichever you like. So anyway, people, okay, got to go. Wanted to share with you this thing about spirit people and how they interact with the physical world, how they interact with us. All the things that they can do, to experience once again the things they did when they're here on the earth plane, and that, because I know when I go up there, there's a lot of things I'm going to miss. I chuck milkshakes, and so anyway, people, thanks so much for your time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, and then hit the thumbs up, and then let me know what you liked, and then hit the subscribe and the notification. That way, every time I go live, you'll get a notification, and that. And I hope you'll be doing another stream again very soon, in the next few days or something. So anyway, thanks again. God bless you all. Stay safe, and I'll see y'all next time. Okay, love and light to all. Okay, bye bye.